Hey everybody, Paul Turner here with the discipleproject.net, and today I want to offer you a little hack for your youth ministry. For those of you that work strictly with email, and email is your predominant way that you like to communicate with parents and volunteers on a regular basis, and it is tough sometimes to get parents or volunteers or anybody to open up those emails. You get emails all the time from people. You say, well, should I open this? Do I want to open this? And you judge it based on maybe emails you've gotten in the past, and it's tough. It's tough to get people to open those emails. And the struggle you face is the struggle I face, because if you're on my email list, I try to put things in there that you know are going to be of value to you. And so that's the struggle we all face, is to get people to click on those links and say, this is important. I think it's important, and I think you should know about it. And there are things that we want our volunteers and our parents to know. So the first thing is this, I would say, is to be consistent. Be consistent in your emails and say, look, is this going to be an every week thing, an every month thing, an every quarterly thing, a bi-weekly thing, whatever it may be. You have to decide, how often am I going to communicate with those I lead, whether it be parents, whether it be students, whether it be whoever it may be, but how consistent am I going to be? And you have to say, look, this is going to come to you every week or every Monday. It's going to be the Monday message from me, your youth pastor, because I want to send it to you. And whether you choose to do that in video format or whether you choose to do that via email with a link to the video, whatever it is, you're going to have to be consistent with it, because then people will begin to rely upon you, that you are consistent and you want people to get that information. If you don't care whether they get the information from time to time, or you skip a beat or skip a few weeks, then people start to think that maybe you don't care whether or not that information gets out. And you have to decide whether or not, how often you need to communicate with parents and volunteers. Does it need to be every week? Is there enough going on in your church that requires this training moment, this training piece, this information about this calendar change, whatever it may be? How fast is your church moving? And that will to some degree dictate how often maybe you need to be in contact with parents and volunteers. The second thing I would say is this, is that not only do you have to be consistent, but the information you put into that newsletter, into that email, and you should look at it as a bit of a newsletter rather than just an email blurb that I'm going to send out. Those are okay too. But if you're going to be consistent, why not put things in there that are important, that are relevant, and that are valuable to the people in the audience that you're writing to? If it's to volunteers, then they need to know certain things. They need to know about the change, or this program coming up, or this meeting coming up. You may want to give them a little devotion, a scripture of the day, a quote of the day, whatever that may be. Put things in there that's going to bring encouragement. Give them information and say, listen, you guys are a part of this team, and I want you to feel it. I want you to be important, and I want to put information in there that's not going to waste your time, because we know we receive enough emails in our email box that are a complete waste of our time. And I try to do this with my newsletter to you guys. If you're on there at the Fresh Impact newsletter at thediscipleproject.net, you know that I try to put information in there that's going to be relevant to you, the audience, because I'm thinking on your terms and your ideas, and sometimes you have to convert your thinking, as I do, into parent mode and volunteer mode and say, what do they need to know? And is it going to be important? Is it going to be relevant? And is it going to be of value to them? The last thing is this, change your subject line. Why do you want to click in there? Why should they open that? If it just says, here's the schedule, or here's the plan, or whatever it is, or even the title of the newsletter, they know what's in there sort of, but they may not want to open it. They may just say, oh, it's just Pastor Paul. He's just talking. He just has nothing better to do. Here's what I would do, is change up your subject lines into, you won't believe what I have to say about such and such. You won't believe this about this kid in our youth ministry. Do something like that where you actually highlight some kid in your youth ministry, say, you won't believe what happened to so-and-so. And then you put a little blurb in this, hey, they got a trophy, or they got student of the week, or they are the athlete of the week. Put something in there of why do they want to open that up. You may also want to do things like, you've just won. Well, that could work. Your volunteers, if you're giving out a weekly or monthly prize or something like that, and you want to highlight one of your volunteers, they'll be more prone to open these if they know there's something in it for them, and you have to gear it towards their mindset. So you've got to be able to have the subject line that piques their interest and says, hey, I really want to open this because I think it's going to be of value. But those are my 3 tips, guys. I would love to know if you have any tips for that, of opening emails. hit me down below there. So, but that is it for today, guys. I appreciate you guys so much being a part of this channel. If you're brand spanking new, by the way, thanks for hanging out for a little while. If you like this video and you want more of them, be sure to hit the subscribe button right here. That'll get videos like this into your inbox on a regular basis. And if you hit the little bell down there, it will notify you. There's a little bell down there next to the subscribe. It will actually notify you every time I make a video, and it'll pop up and say, hey, Paul Turner just made a video just for you. If you're going to be, by the way, if you're going to be at the National Youth Workers Conference this week, I'm going to be there, and I would love to connect with you. So let me know if you're going to be there down in the comments, and maybe we can go grab a cup of coffee or something. And for those of you that are regular, thank you so much. Appreciate you guys so much being a part of this channel. Be sure to hit the thumbs up button. That lets me know you like the video and want more of them. And I'll talk to you guys next time. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.